Oh, hey there. We are here. We're playing the tabletop game. We have a full cast. What feels like forever, but probably hasn't been. It's probably been like a week. Um, but thank you guys for being here. Really do appreciate it. First time streamer, don't know how to use lights. Feels good. Um, but we're gonna go ahead and get started with a bit of a recap. Um, Last week, you guys met with some interesting individuals, to say the least. You guys met with the. Sorry, I'm pulling my notes. Um, the Night Stalker clan or pack, excuse me. Um, as you guys sort of approached the church, a lot of the building or a lot of the city around it was mostly rubble. But as you guys got through, and thanks for a certain vision that I forgot that Domino had, um, you could see that the Night Stalkers were not completely invisible, but almost like camouflaged um, into the surroundings. So no matter which way you looked at them, there was you just saw what was on the other side. Um, but as you guys sort of entered in and made yourselves known of, oh, you guys must be having issues. Let us help. Um, they didn't take too kindly to that. And began to be getting defensive, in which this group also began to get defensive, and then Ferrix noticed that life bubble turned off on the party members. So the only reasonable thing to do was take the truck, put it in full drive, and send it through the front of the church. As the uh, building became under siege by this truck, multitudes of Night Stalker Flocka began to make themselves aware, or I guess known, and break their camouflage as they all began to walk towards the building. You guys did have a chance to speak with the leader of the Night Stalker pack and try to figure out a way to go ahead and get everyone united underneath one banner, as you guys are certainly making your way around Chatruna trying to figure out and do. Um, there was two different terms that had to be completed before they would have their agreement. One, defeating this epically large creature with a very thick hide. Um, that only seemed to be um, weakened by the radioactive material that you guys found um, underneath the in the vault, as well as in the main city of Eric, down in the pit where the mining operation was. That creature, of course, is named the Hooglesmorf. Um, Part two of that was after Zerat was sort of speaking with Domino. There was a mention of reclaiming territories from the Ironhides to go ahead and help level out the playing field for all of the packs. You guys did get a basic understanding that really the Night Stalkers did not like the Ironhides at all, and looked down heavily on top of the Swamp Pact in Eric. You guys try to figure out what your next step would be, and you guys decided that going to Eric was going to be the best place to get the materials that we required to go beat this Hooglesmorf. You guys went to the town of Eric, and you guys did notice, you guys saw that there was where two mining elevators were. One was collapsed inwards on itself, and the second one, you guys actually took 5 of the party members and headed down as Zerat was waiting towards the top to go down on the next round. As you guys began to descend down further and further into the pit, you guys noticed that the heat levels were beginning to rise. where it's roughly about 76 degrees on the um, inside of this pit. At the bottom of the pit is a bunch of tunnels that lead off into 5 different directions, almost making a star of paths that head in different directions. You guys began to split up and looking into different tunnels, not going too far down, but making sure that you guys are still within eyesight of the main passageway. And that is where we went ahead and left off at. What would you guys like to do? Oh, one last piece of information. Ferrix and Denver had a small, minute conversation that tomorrow is the date that the curse would probably be taking hold, whatever that may look like. But that is tomorrow.
I'm gonna die again.
We're going down these passages.
Yep, and I know that we all kind of split off into different tunnels.
I know I went straight up.
And I was behind Denver. I was
Yep.
going to ask, by the way, are our comm links working?
You guys did when you guys were descending down into it. But you guys did notice that the comms were beginning to get staticky. So either the materials are giving some sort of blocking signal, or maybe they're like the depth of where you guys were. And just as a reminder, it was I believe, a 10-minute ride one way down. So you guys have roughly about 20 minutes before Zerat was able to go back up, or the elevator was heading back up to pick up whoever else would like to go down, and then begin to descend back. So you guys have quite a bit of time before the rest of your party arrives. That being said, those of you who went down the elevator shaft realized pretty much as soon as you got to the elevator and descended maybe a minute down, it instantly began to warm up enough where you guys didn't need your sort of environmental suits any longer. So if you guys, those who were in the truck, wanted to make a dash to the elevator and then beginning to descend, you guys would be able to do that without having to worry about the environment sort of around you for too long.
What was my original reason for coming to the truck?
So you guys are actually just the Thrawn, Otto, and Ferrix. You guys 3 actually stayed inside of the truck because you were the only 3 that did not get the second round of life bubble. So if you were to be outside of the vehicle, you guys would actually be suffering from the extremely cold. So you guys stayed inside of the truck to make sure you guys weren't taking any of that cold damage or freezing or anything like that. So you guys were staying inside, and sort of they get like a good look of what the pit was like, and before returning back to you guys.
So have I gotten all clear?
They just went down, and then as you try to reach out to them, you get just more or less just your guys' comm link is fine, but whenever they try to respond, all you guys are in return is static.
Yeah, before tailing Denver, I was going to, over comms, ping Denver, let them know I'm following them, and then I'll ping Zura and whoever else was going down the elevator that we split paths, just to scout ahead, if it comes through.
Everyone's that's down in the bottom area, at the bottom of the pit. You guys do see that the pings come in, but they are your whole system almost is like stopping and like going back again. It's not consistent. The ping sort of like stops, picks up, and it's like it jumps up a little bit, almost like there's just heavy amounts of latency that are being messing with the comm links. Whatever that causes is unsure, but you definitely can see that there is small pings that are being dropped by Domino overall.
Denver. Tail. Zura. Split.
I don't know. I don't know how many times we got to talk about. I don't got a tail. I got these shitty little wings that don't do much and horns, man. Like, come on.
Are you just yelling that down the?
There's like turn around and look at you and go, I ain't got wing. I ain't got a tail, man. Got shit little wings and horns.
I'm on your tail.
Oh,
I'm sticking with you.
yep. Cool. Come on.
As
gonna-
this
I'm-
conversation is happening, by the way, you sort of all begin to hear it echo through the other tunnels and continuing down the tunnel that Denver you were heading towards.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and draw my laser pistol.
'Kay.
Yep.
Um,
'Cause
Also
you don't know
arm
what's down in
myself.
these. You don't know what's in these spooky underground tunnels.
you don't. No one does.
Nope.
The three of you that are inside the truck, it's been 5, 10, 15 minutes have gone by. Finally, after about 20 minutes, the elevator comes back up.
It's like peek the window. Captain, elevator's back. It's empty.
Rix, on a scale from 1 to dead, how dead will we be when we sprint for that elevator?
Let me do some math.
Definitely not 0 dead.
Well, without life bubble, probably lasts maybe a minute.
Oh, we can make that. How far is it?
You guys
10
are,
feet.
yeah, you guys are like, it's literally right there. Ferris made sure to get the vehicle
I start stretching.
very, very close. Zerat is standing
It's
at
gonna
the.
be close. You two will be fine. It's gonna be close for me. Okay.
Zerat is standing at the, sort of like the edge of the pit as well, as they were waiting for the next round trip up.
Are we going?
Yeah. How many people can fit in the elevator?
Up to 5. So the rest of you guys would be able to fit down into the elevator and begin to descend.
Okay, I go 5, 6, 7, 8, and I open the door and start running.
Come on. Printing behind.
So
I'll wait
cold.
I'll wait by the button, and as soon as they're on, smack it.
As soon as you guys get on, you guys begin the descent down. You guys see and feel the tremendous temperature difference as it goes from the negative 25 that it was up on the planet's surface as it sort of swaps down to like almost rapidly heating up as you guys go down. As you guys make it to the bottom, it is, like I said earlier, about 75 degrees. So it is almost a 100-degree change as it goes from the planet's surface down about 10 minutes down this elevator shaft. As you guys are descending down, the rest of you, how far down did you guys want to go down your individual tunnels? We'll start with the topmost, and we'll go clockwise. So who was that? Went the absolute top? That was Freedom 11.
Yep.
Okay, how far did you want to go down?
I'm just gonna go until there's like a path that goes left and or right, and then I'm just gonna peek down and then start heading back.
Okay. It actually continues on for what seems
Ever.
like. I
Ever?
mean, do you have dark vision or no? You do? Okay, so you go down 60, just walking 20 feet in. The back of it seems like the tunnel almost never ends. You get 40 feet down the tunnel, and you begin to see that there's just a straight descent at the end of your 60 feet of dark vision.
Ooh, now I'm gonna go ahead and just turn around.
Okay. And are you trying to be stealthy as you're moving through?
Yes, I am.
Please go ahead and roll a stealth check. Who is to the upper right?
That was me and Domino.
Okay. As you guys are heading downwards, how far do you guys want to go?
I'd
Say
probably
prob-
protest after like maybe after like 60 feet.
Yeah, I'd say probably like 50, 60 feet, and then be like, all right, whatever we find, we find. Let's head on back and make sure everybody else is alive still.
Okay. As you guys head about 50 feet in with your guys' dark vision, you can see that it splits almost into a Y, but you can see that there is a descent that happens that way as well.
All right. All right, head on back.
And then, are you guys also trying to be stealthy?
I would. I just kind of live in being kind of stealthy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, Domino. If you would like to as well, you're more than welcome to.
But I probably wouldn't care since just retracing her steps.
I got a 27.
I was talking about the whole process of going down and walking back. If you're trying to do it stealth-wise.
Okay.
You said 27 there, Denver.
27.
Okay. And Freedom 11, what'd you get?
Well, I rolled a 1,
Okay.
so I got a 4.
Nice. Okay.
I got 10.
Okay. Perfect. Who was bottom right? Was anyone?
I think it was just the three of us.
I think
I was top left,
That's
but
Collie
nobody was bottom.
no one went to either bottom two ways. Okay. And then top left, you also go. How far do you want to go into this tunnel?
I'd like to go until I reach a turning point or something. I don't know.
You go ahead and continue on for about 50 feet. About 10 feet in front of you, it does split into a Y. One path goes upwards at a slight angle, and the other one you can see goes down pretty heavily.
All right, and then I'll turn around then.
Okay. And then you want to go ahead and roll a stealth check for me as well.
Yeah, 28.
28. Perfect. As you guys sneak through, it doesn't take you guys very long to go the 50 feet and then come back. You guys could still hear the elevator ascending back up during this point. Do you guys just want to just wait in this middle section and wait for the rest of your team to get there, or what would you guys like to do as you guys sort of regroup in the middle of the pit?
Do you want to split up and check the others?
I mean, yeah, might as well. That way, once we're all here, we can make an educated decision on which way to go.
Let's
Which way
do it.
did they go? I was just going to meet up with. Did we all get to the elevator, or are we still waiting on Freedom 11, Kali?
No, you guys roughly went about the same distance at the same time. So you guys really just sort of went down there, all sort of took your little bit of move, and then came back. So you guys roughly sort of almost Scooby-Doo like was all went to separate tunnels without saying anything, and then all sort of come back at the same time and meet up in the middle of the pit.
Hell yeah.
It really would have been Scooby-Doo if they went down tunnels, then came back the other tunnels. Like, wait, what's going on here?
It's fair. It's fair.
One of us was masked.
Uh-huh.
It's been Domino the whole time.
Alright.
Would have gotten
I'm
away with it
gonna-
too.
Domino is after himself.
Bottom left.
Okay.
Travel.
Yes,
I'll
Denver?
go with Freedom 11.
I'll stay here.
All right, I'll go check bottom right then.
Okay. Bottom left. Everyone who wants to go ahead and roll a stealth check as you guys are checking these other two tunnels, please go ahead and roll stealth checks.
17.
Okay.
19.
24.
2. This elevators are pretty noisy.
Yes, true. As you guys head down to the bottom left one, it goes roughly about 40 feet, drops down very slightly, but you guys actually see there's some sort of like wall or something at the end of this descent. On the bottom left, you guys see that the tunnel, as you guys get to your 50-foot, like 50 feet of walking in, after your 60 feet of dark vision, it still goes on without splitting or anything.
I'm gonna 60 feet further.
Okay. You continue on further and further down this corridor. And at the end of this now 110-foot hallway, you see that it breaks sharp left and sharp right. And then you can see down both hallways. Both hallways are just dark. They just continue on further and further and further.
Turn around. And hopefully by the time we get back, the elevator will be there.
It will take still quite some time just because of the time that it takes 10 minutes to get up and back down. But you guys now have an understanding of exactly how this layout is.
While I'm waiting on the elevator, I don't know if we've rolled like perception to see if there's any signs or anything in the main area.
Yeah.
15.
15.
Or 17.
17. As you sort of look around, you don't see any sort of signs at all. You don't see any sort of footprints. Most of it you do see that it looks like is quite muddy, actually, even. It's like snow fell and then instantly sort of melted as it hit the ground here. After a few more moments, you guys do hear the elevator creaking down as the rest of your team has now entered into the pit.
Perfect. Did we look at the bottom right at all?
Yes, Freedom 11 and Kali went the other path compared to what you went to go look.
Yeah, because I went down one and I was it just straight hallway pretty much?
Yeah, so bottom right, which was 50 feet into a small descent,
Okay.
and then it ended in like a wall that abruptly stopped the hallway.
Perfect. Got it. Sorry, I was also reading something at the same time.
You're good.
I'm mentally shopping for when we get back to a place that I might be able to con people out of money or maybe beg people to buy me stuff.
Or both.
Did you see anything?
Not too much. Long hallway, short staircase, big wall.
A long hallway, left or right?
Oh, yep. That's where I'm at. Yeah, I guess we just gotta wait till everybody gets back, and then we can kind of pick and go.
Everyone has arrived. You guys are all in the center of the pit.
Welcome to my pit. I live here. I'll give you the tour. That's the hall. That's another hall. That's a hall over there. That's a hall with a short staircase and a wall. And that hall over there has a cool little Y split down towards the end. I don't remember what the other three lead to, but that's what I know.
Did you guys lock the car?
Ferrex?
I gotta go back up. Okay, hold on.
All set.
Oh shit! I forgot my gun.
You don't have a gun.
I am going to keep my environmental protections on, by the way.
Okay.
Radiation. Never know.
I don't think my suit would do anything for radiation.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It lets you know. That's the good part.
Gives you a +4.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll turn mine on too. I guess when I see him do it, I'm like, all right.
And it makes you immune to low level radiation.
So, is that all you were able to find out? Just tunnels here, no sign of Flaka or droids or anything?
Tunnels. It's
I
a
haven't seen
maze.
anything.
We didn't travel very far.
I think
Some.
that we might be stumbling into kind of like an anthill where it's just tunnels on tunnels on tunnels, and I didn't know which way's up, except for the fact that the elevator's right there, so that way's up.
So do we want to go down?
Zerat will look around. Are there any like heavily traveled path or footprints? Any paw prints? I guess more or less. I should say.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception for me.
29.
29. You look around. Weirdly, besides, I mean, there are just a few sets, like a single or one or two footprints that go down tunnel and then comes back, as of your allies who went down the tunnels. But other than that, the ground actually, as you sort of step into it, it does sink just a little bit, as if it's extremely wet. And you just assume from, the snow that's been coming in, it sort of melts into water that just lays in here and just sort of soaks the ground. It does have the same sort of acidic smell and the marshiness that sort of matches the like on the planet's surface, but it seems a little bit more pungent down here than it did upstairs. But that's probably just due to the enclosiveness of the tunnels. But other than that, you don't see any other footprints or anything like that. But it has been over a week since you guys were here. Last, at least, when the droids were like walking around and everything.
Well, doesn't look like this place has seen much action. The holes outside did not have any ichor. I don't know what to make of this place.
Do we know what this Kermuffle slump looks like?
Hooglesmorf?
The Hooglesmorf is 150 feet tall, walks around on four legs, and has really thick fur. Other than that, or really thick hide, excuse me. But other than that, you guys didn't really give much a description, besides the fact that it killed roughly about 45 of these Vlaka in one.
Did it eat them?
One hunt. They just said it. They don't know. The people that survived do not know, because as soon as they sort of just got attacked and fought, they just ran. So not exactly sure whether they were devoured or if they were just sort of slaughtered and left in the snow.
What does this thing eat?
Flocka.
Flocka.
We don't know. I don't have any information on it.
Well, we're not Vlaka, so this is pretty good.
Only weakness we know of is radiation. But are you really surprised?
Have any of us recalled knowledge? I don't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't. We didn't get anything.
Yeah, I think last on Saturday, someone tried to recall knowledge, got a pretty decent roll.
I rolled like a 28.
Yeah,
and
then
I got zilch.
No information on any sort of Hooglesmorf out
I
from the
just got
vast.
22. But
Out from the vast.
I just wasted a 19.
It's gone forever.
I'm going to get those in another 20 turns. 20 rolls.
That's how rolling works. It sucks.
Well,
Only goes in order.
we did hear a howl when you guys were descending down the first time. I look at Domino, look at the horn. Maybe you try to call in response, or maybe if they don't like the Night Stalkers, could get us in trouble.
Do we know how big this whole place is?
Not a clue.
It's a big hole.
They did say that the Night Stalker that you were talking to said it's been quite a few months since they have even seen any sort of anyone from the Swamp Pack, as they have not been to Eric in quite some time. So they're not exactly sure what their whole area looked like, especially after the attack itself.
So do we know how to get to the radioactive material from our current location, or are we just searching?
Just currently searching as of right now.
Yeah.
Just know that this is a radioactive people.
Yeah, we're
More or
hoping
less.
to work with the radioactive people to get tools or protection from radiation, or something that we can use to kill the Hooglesmorf, which is not here, right? It's somewhere else around.
The Hooglesmorf is not here, no. You guys were just coming here to pick up the materials to try to weaken the Hooglesmorf.
Does my mechanic fancy computer thing have a Geiger counter?
Exocortex?
I don't see why it wouldn't. You guys currently have some sort of everyone sort of notices that it has a small level of radiation that is currently surrounding the suit. I know technically it's an actual item that's you have to buy for it to be able to read radiation. That's how I did it in the past for last radiation counter. That's how I'm going to do it, at least for right now. So, because it makes sense to be fair.
So I do or don't have a Geiger counter.
You have you have a sensor in your suit that says, "Hey, you're not in danger of radiation currently."
Okay. Nothing with actual numbers.
Correct. It's just like, "Hey, you're safe," or "Hey, you're not safe."
You're gonna manually count your Geigers. Sorry.
I was really hoping to just use the Geiger counter as like a you're hot or cold. Like, guys, we're getting closer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't know if blowing the horn is wise. What we do know of these swamp pack is that they are not friendly.
Well,
Yeah.
what's more friendly? We got to figure out what's more friendly. Blowing the horn or walking up and being like, "Hey, we saw the horn and didn't blow it."
I think the horn is more of a war call.
Oh, it's like a handheld horn.
Yeah, what are those things called with the ram's horns?
Ram's horn?
Yep.
It's a religious thing.
Bugle thing?
Religious lamb's horn. It's a lamb's horn.
Okay.
I can't with y'all.
Hornet?
My country, they just call it a trumpet.
That was alright. You're all wrong.
No,
let's just, I guess I'll roll a perception, see if there's any signs, I guess.
Sure.
Is there anybody that can't see in the dark?
I can't see in the dark.
Zerat cannot see in the dark.
But I
Yeah,
can
So
Kevin, I'm
that's at
looking
least
for
3
information.
people that can't see in the dark. All right.
I can barely see.
Dancing lights. All right, cool. There you go. Everybody can see now.
How long does that last in Pathfinder?
And Starfinder?
Starfinder it
Same
lasts
thing,
a minute, but I can cast it over and over again. So
Oh, okay.
It's a 0 level spell.
So forever, as long as he's awake. Ominous. It's just facts as well. So which way we have this almost 5-pointed room? Which you guys like to go?
I looked for signs, nothing looked good.
some go up, some go down.
I feel like we should do one of the go down ones.
There's
It's a
multiple go down ones.
Right, but not every single one has a go down.
Fruit 11,
I
I
think we
was
should go
not
bottom
here. Dude, done. Bottom left. Let's go.
I'll
Where are we going?
I'll send my line of lights down the bottom left.
Oh wait, no, wait. Bottom right was the down one.
Then they'll
Bottom
turn
right was the
around and
straight
go
Yeah, that's
bottom
what
right.
you said the first time.
Dang
I
it.
heard you
Bottom
clearly.
right is bottom right's a pretty straight line. Then it hits a staircase, and at the bottom of that staircase is a big old wall. I didn't go look at the wall. I just wanted to know what was down there.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
maybe
there.
at the door. Let's go there.
Okay.
And
The
knock.
lights begin to head down. Who is leading?
I am, unfortunately.
I love it. All right, you begin to head down. It goes the hallway itself goes 50 feet. Big with a small descent where like maybe 4 or 5 natural looking like dirt made steps head down where it goes another about 5 feet, and it's just a just a stone wall.
What kind of stone?
I investigate it.
It's the same sort of stone that sort of is everywhere around you. I guess it's more of like a dirt planetary wall. But you go ahead and look at it. Go ahead and roll a perception.
I perceived it 14.
14. Are you wanting to physically touch the wall, or are you just wanting to look at the wall? I just want to make sure.
Oh, I mean, sounds like I shouldn't touch it, but Thrawn would touch it, so
'Kay.
let's do that.
You go ahead and touch the wall. You feel the wall sort of move underneath your hands as you touch the wall a little bit. Do you want to move around the dirt, or you just want to feel for the fact that it moves a little bit underneath your
It
hands?
moves, like it moves like jello, or it moves like dirt.
Moves like dirt, but it just moves like it's almost like something just sort of caked it on to something.
Oh, sure, let's uncake it.
Okay, you go ahead and uncake it. A metal door is underneath this. You don't, as you sort of look around where a door handle would be, you don't see any sort of door handles, but you do see a metal door sort of smack down.
Thrawn, you just excavated your first door.
Oh, that's like an achievement in your guild, right?
I mean, it's an entry point for sure. Not an entry
Yeah,
point,
well,
but
I
an
know,
entry point.
No, I know it's an entry point. It's a door, but like your guild, it gives me like a level or something.
Well, I mean, you can probably apply now if
Oh,
you
wow.
wanted to be part of the Arcanumarium.
A level 2 Arcanumarium. Heard it here first, folks.
It's not
Team,
how
I'm a little concerned. Last time we opened a door of this size, it was just pure radiation on the other side.
We need.
I don't know. Did anybody recognize, like, who saw the door? I didn't see the door.
Anyone that's just sort of following this path, especially with the lights lighting the way, you sort of see Thrawn touch the side of the wall and begin to scrape at it. And as they sort of like take their hand and just sort of scrape at the door, you see that the metallic hints start to show through as he sort of begins scraping at sections of the door that where a door handle would be or something. Because anyone who's at least somewhat paying attention to what Thrawn's doing, he sees this metallic door.
Can I now that I know it's a door, can I investigate it further? And specifically, I want to know: is it sealed, like airtight, or is it like, are there cracks where if there was just like a buttload of radioactive material on the other side of this, we would know about it already?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll just another perception for me real quick.
Unless the door's made out of lead.
Exactly. 29.
29. Now that you're sort of getting a look at it, you can definitely tell it's a it almost looks like a door that's actually would be used off a spacecraft. It wasn't similar to like any sort of vault door or anything like that, but it's just a normal looking space door that looks like it's been put into this area. You do see there is a small porthole that was covered up. You move some of that dirt off, you can see through, and it does go about another actually from the light that comes through the porthole, since you don't have any sort of dark vision, it is a small circular, and it goes probably about 5 feet before it gets darker again.
Cool.
But you do notice on the other side of this door, it does have some sort of it looks like grass or something on the other side.
Okay. I feel like we should open it. Any ideas?
I feel like we should open it.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I'm with you.
Let's open it. Who's the best opener?
Rat's
I can
backing up.
do it.
I have a crowbar. And I'm strong.
I'm gonna try and open the door.
Okay.
Okay.
You go ahead and try to open the door. Go ahead and roll just a regular strength check.
9.
Poland does not seem to budge even a little bit.
Here, let me try. I'm gonna pull out my crowbar.
All right, go ahead and make that strength roll.
Crowbar gives me a +1.
Nice. Good crowbar. Good crowbar.
Every adventurer needs a crowbar.
It's true.
Strength +3, so 19.
19. You go ahead and pop it open, and when you pop it open, you hear a
My
sound.
face!
Nothing like gaseous comes out or anything, but you definitely you can tell that something was sealed, as it sort of and like slides open a little bit.
What's it smell like?
Fresh grass. Almost outdoorsy. But there is it's not as pungent as it was out here. Almost like the surface level of acidity that sort of comes through. But the grass that you can sort of now see as you sort of look through the little crack, you see the grass that goes about 60 feet, and it's very healthy looking grass.
Once I get enough room, I'll just get in there and just push the door all the way open.
Yeah, you go ahead and push it open. You can definitely tell there is some resistance behind it. But you go ahead and get it open. You guys now can sort of see the trail of grass that heads on, as far as you guys can see down this hallway before it eventually comes up to another metallic door.
Is this a Vlaka bathroom?
I mean, we made it this far. Let's just keep going.
Is there,
Watch for
is there a
landmines.
hole that I can look through for this door?
There is. As you sort of peek through and look, you see a large pit of from right now where you can see there, and there's some sort of light that seems to be manifesting on the other side. It is dim light throughout. It almost looks like lampposts that are spread out. But from one side, from where you are to the furthest light, is about 800, 900 feet. And you can see sort of shadows or silhouettes of bipedal individuals sort of walking around. But you can't really get a good look of them with this sort of lighting, looking through this small porthole.
Great job, team. We did it. Ish.
We found weapons or protection?
We found the Vlaka we're looking for here.
Oh,
Or at least we found something.
Or something.
This is either what we're looking for or it is something that we are not looking for. But either way, we found it. And just wanted to congratulate you for that. We haven't had a lot of wins recently. So trying to keep up morale. Sure, let's open this one, Domino. Unless there's
Alright.
any dissent. Otto may have some dissent.
Let's do it.
I mean, fuck it. Whatever.
Cool.
You do notice that on this one, Denver, on the inside of the door, weirdly enough, there's a door handle, so you don't have to break it open if you don't want to. Said Denver, but I meant Domino. Sorry.
I'll open it
Y'all know what you meant.
if you want.
Do you want to open it? Be my guest.
Okay.
You go ahead and open it,
Bring back my backpack.
and you hear as it almost decompresses again. You guys open it up, and inside, after you open the door, a heat wave sort of pulses into where you guys are, which is saying something because you guys were already walking around in sort of like 75-degree weather. As you sort of like walk in, You look around, and there is it looks like just a small alcove that you guys are standing in, that has a set of ladders that you can see just the tip of. But you look around, and you do see a rather small looking city sort of built in to the side of this pit that goes even further down. It goes roughly about 60 feet before you guys see absolutely nothing through the pit. But you guys do see that there's different little storefronts and stuff like that. But they're all very haphazardly made. Like, most of them are just sticks that are sort of placed into the wall to make a storefront. It doesn't even look like it's really mostly made out of wood or anything like that, but just sort of sticks or wood that's been applied to the wall. But as you guys get in here, the smell of just the sheer amount of like acid you guys it just overtakes you guys. You guys aren't taking any sort of damage or anything like that, but you absolutely could just get a very deep smell of almost like if you were sitting above an acid pool. But it's very, very, the air is very thick. But other than that, there's still oxygen, stuff like that for those of you who don't have your environmental protection on. It feels like you're walking around in a swamp.
I'm looking around for you said that I saw some bipedal creatures.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for me real quick.
I just rolled 24 for perception.
Cool.
Got some tracks or something.
Cool. Thrawn, what'd you get on that perception?
17.
17. Both of you guys look around. You guys do see, now that you have a sort of a better look inside of this area and more space to actually look at, they are Vlaka that are just sort of walking around on hind legs, sort of just normal society looking. Some of the ones that are closer, you notice that a lot of, they're missing big patches of fur. And they're, I guess you wouldn't be able to see from this, or you guys would be from this distance. Most of their skin itself has a slight greenish hue to it. The fur is like a dark green, almost black. But you can sort of see they sort of are hunchback over. A lot of them are either on either side of the wall, either closer to the pit. There is a rail system that sort of stops people from falling into the pit, or the wall. But you notice they have either one of their arms or something touching the exterior portion.
They're touching what?
They're either touching the inside, the interior wall. That's because it's just a giant circle more or less that has these people are walking around, going to different shops and stuff. But if they're in this middle, by the middle of the pit, there's a rail that they hold on to. If they're by the rail, or if they're by the wall, their arms are touching the wall constantly. And every single one of these Vlaka, every single Vlaka sort of very carefully holding on to something as they're walking.
Scared of the hole.
I think they may be blind, Captain.
They may be blind, or they may be scared of the hole. So let's be careful of all of the above.
Probably both, yes.
Also, maybe use your eye protection, because there's no saying what may have made them blind. I mean, they don't notice us, right?
At this point, they don't seem to have made any sort of notice to you guys.
Cool. Be cool, team. Just I guess I just have to walk. I would love to like understand this city. You said I'm looking at how big is this? Like, am I looking at this like vast chasm of like shops, or is it just like this little town?
Yeah,
Or
so there's you can count probably about maybe 15 or 20 different buildings that are sort of like built into the walls in this chasm. But there's a center like a so from one side from where you guys are at, and you guys still have like you guys are inside of a recess that has a little bit of a lip with a ladder that climbs down to the next floor below you guys. But it sort of stair steps down. As it stair steps down, there is like a layer of shops and stuff that you can go to. It's only like I said, about 20 different shops that you can see that have like makeshift lights or something like that to signify that they're open. But the chasm itself, from one side to another, is roughly about 850 feet.
Jesus, okay.
But there's not a whole lot of shops within this large area.
Would they have heard the door open? I mean, it made like a decompressing noise when we opened it.
Right. You're from where you guys are. It's hard to tell. It could have echoed into the cavern, or if it was silent enough, and depending on like what the noise level sounds like around them, it may have also just sort of dispersed amongst the city noise. You're not exactly sure.
It is a shopping center.
I lean over to Zerat and I say, "What was the name of this pack again?"
This is the Swamp Hide pack.
Oh, that's the most intuitive out of all of them. I should have remembered that.
Should be the mine hole pack.
I was already taken. It's a vid game. I'm gonna walk up just to a random citizen.
Okay.
And in Vlaka say, we're looking for the leader of the Swamp Hide pack.
As you go ahead and descend down the ladder to go to this area where you would find the citizens, you walk up to a individual again who's missing like big chunks of fur. As they walk up, you get a good look at their eyes. Their eyes are completely like glazed over, and they sort of look over to you and Vlaka. They take a deep breath as they look around. He would like to meet you.
They meet or eat? What'd you say there?
Meet.
But spelled with an EA.
I am genuinely asking them that. I heard you perfectly clear. I just want to make sure.
Probably both, but originally meat.
Outstanding. And what was your name, kind citizen?
Vel.
Vel the Vlaka. All right. Let's. Can you? Are you gonna take me? Are you gonna point me the direction?
Yes, follow me. As they continue like pressing up against the wall, the rest of you, I'm assuming, begin to descend down the ladder and follow Thrawn as Thrawn and this Vlaka begin to head across the that level. Perfect. I'm assuming by all the
Might as
nods
well.
and shrugs that you guys are sort of having, looking at each other like, what, is this real life happening right now? You guys begin to descend down the ladder.
I mean, if
I'm
our
gonna pull out my
captain's doing
rope.
it,
I'm gonna pull out my rope. It's like, should we all tie ourselves to each other? Just
I'm just gonna
Where
stay in the
Thrawn
back.
goes, I'll go.
I'll take the rear.
Take my 20 meters of cable and just like, everybody hold on.
You guys, I mean, the ladder is only like a 10-foot ladder. You guys climb down, drop down to this next level. As you guys all follow Thrawn through the streets, every footstep you guys hear, there's just like a puddle, almost just like water is sort of just pooling everywhere. you guys can see and tell with like just by hearing that there is no sort of groundwork done. It's just all planetary resource and water. You guys see there's different algae and stuff that are growing everywhere. And it's very, very humid in here. You guys are looking probably now anywhere between like 95 to like 100, just sort of walking through. Exactly. It's extremely humid inside of this area. As you guys begin to head on.
About to cast life bubble again just to cool down now.
Exactly.
Is it a dry heat or a wet heat?
It is very moist in the air.
Moist.
As you guys make your way through, this smell begins to get more and more pungent as you guys continue on. You guys do notice that this path that you guys are following, every time you guys turn, or every time you guys just continue forward, every Vlaka you pass sort of stops a little bit. Their nose goes up in the air. You can tell they're definitely taking in with their senses that there are people here that are not Vlaka. And you just continue on about their day. But it's spiraling downwards, this path that you guys are following. As you guys get to what seems like the second to last landing, Val looks over. He's in here. And Vlaka to you, Thrawn.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a door to knock on, or
yeah?
am I just
As
walking
you
in this
as
bitch,
you
or?
open up, there's like a set of, definitely look like a set at one time ornate doors, that have been heavily corroded, and broken down. And then you do see that it has, in Vlaka, Mayor, on the front of the building.
Mm. I knock.
You wait and you hear almost like a sound of two large dogs running towards the door, on all fours. They and you hear like stop, and you hear the nail sort of scratch into something, and you see one of them open the door as this about 5-foot Vlaka sort of just stands there, almost completely furless. Both eyes are grayed over. Smells. Who goes there?
It is I, Ron Venser, and the Caddyshack gang.
All right.
We're trying to reach the mayor.
Are
you the mayor?
You hear a large cackling of about 4 or 5 different voices from inside. Almost hyena in sense. And they sort of throw open the door, and you see there's like 8 different Vlaka sort of lounging around, with large pint glasses of some sort of dark blue liquid. And on the center, you do see a large seat that sort of sits a hunched over, elderly looking Vlaka, completely furless, except for a single patch on the back of his neck that sort of stands up as you guys enter into, or at least as soon as the doors are flung open.
Hello there. You must be the mayor. This hole in the ground.
Yes. It is I, Varg.
Okay, Varg. We've come to see when you're planning on joining the other clans, the other Vlaka. topside for the fight against, the invaders.
As you guys begin to enter and have this conversation, the doors do shut behind you guys. And as Thrawn proposes this question, you hear the entire room begin to cackle up, and Varg is just... Those bugs can't come down here. They'll die to the radiation.
I check my radiation sensors.
Seems fine right now. You can tell there is radiation, but your suit is protecting any sort of radioactivity from actually hurting you.
That is true until they eat something that is immune to the radiation, and then they're gonna be fine.
Ooh.
They can also tunnel, so they're just gonna come from every direction. With how hot it is down here, you'll make a nice meal, though.
What do you mean until they eat something?
Yeah. See, we've been fighting them for some time, and it's come to our realization that when they consume something, they tend to take on some of its traits. They get more powerful. They take its strengths and leave its weaknesses. They become stronger.
Like the swampides. Yes.
Exactly. Much like the swampides. But the reality of the situation is that if we don't all band together to fight off the invading force, they will eventually find you. And granted, they may find you probably last, since you're just in this little hidey hole. But it's also possible that they just happen on you. We've witnessed them tunneling very deep into the earth and making a tunnel system of their own. It's possible they just find you by chance.
Yes, they've tried. And you see him sort of stand up. And this particular Vlaka is hunched over. But the amount of hunch that this Vlaka has, you would assume if he was standing like straight up, would probably be anywhere between like 5'10" and 6'4". Definitely has some height to him, but it's hard to tell because he's hunched over. Very broad shoulders, begins to awkwardly walk over to a door, open it, reach inside, and you see him pull out and throw into the middle of the room one of the bipedal swarm that you guys ran into when you guys were saving the Ironhides. But you do notice that the gun arm that they had was removed.
Is this bitch alive?
It is alive.
Yes, fucking idiot.
But you can tell it's the carapace is heavily deteriorated.
What is this?
This is a warning.
To who?
To whoever he reports to. That this is what happens when you mess with the swamp hides.
You're gonna lock the entire swarm in a locker? What are you, O'Doyle? What is this?
How did they rule?
No. That they will deteriorate before their own eyes. Very
How long have you had
painful
this thing in there?
Roughly 8 hours.
Okay. Really well done. So they know where you are. Where did you get this?
And he points up, and you see that like above in the chamber is roughly 9 different burrow holes, similar to you guys saw on the planet's surface. It looks like they actually did stumble into the swamp hides territory.
Cool. So they know where you are, and they're gonna send an entire contingent of bugs to kill you eventually.
Hmm.
Is that clear to you, or is that news?
Both. It is clear news.
Clear news to you, huh?
Yep. If I could just real quick. I mean, all due respect here, Mr. Mayor, I already died to these things once. Long story. This is not fun. All right, they're gonna come down here. They're gonna bite you. They're gonna claw you. They're gonna poison your ass. Like that's how they got me. Just scrape me a little bit. Boom, I got poisoned. Put me on my ass. Better safe than sorry, I would say. And that's never something I say. You can ask everybody around here.
Scratch, bites, poison. Sounds like the swamp hide and these bugs have more in common than we thought.
I got nothing else, Captain. Sorry, I tried.
Yeah. So, you want to join them? Is that what you're saying now?
No, they still.
Because they poison first, ask questions later. So.
The more you talk about the swarm, the more we think alike.
I check myself for poison. I don't know how I do that, but it makes me think that he poisons people first and asks questions later.
Somebody suck out the poison quick.
Your environmental protection hasn't triggered anything of any sort of toxic atmosphere or anything like that. No injection points or anything like that. But you do get the sense it's more of, and what you've sort of already heard about the swamp hide, they like to attack first and then ask questions while maiming. Sort of mentality.
Cool. We could use that. So great. Now that you know your doom is imminent, and you're going to join forces with the rest of the packs up there, we need a favor. Yep, thanks. Definitely need a favor, and we gotta kill the. And I'm like to my team, like, the fuck is this thing called again?
The Hoobastank.
The
The
Dooble
Hoobastank.
Google.
The Dooble Google. Any of the things ringing a bell?
No.
Oh, shit. I looked at
It's
Zerat
the-
specifically.
It's actually called the
Hooglesmorf.
Hooglesmorf.
As the whole group is sort of just like all the Vlaka that are surrounding you are laughing, upon the mentioning of Hooglesmorf, they all sort of stop laughing. And
Yeah, we gotta kill that thing.
Varg sort of, as best as he can, sits up and looks over. Why do you need to kill that monstrosity?
Because there are some packs that are like a lot more dumb than you. And they made a deal.
All
where we
packs
have to
are
kill them.
dumber than the swamp hides.
I'm starting to see that now as we're standing here and I'm talking to you for the first time.
Wait.
Which is that brings us to our favor. You probably the best people to consult about how to kill this thing.
Wait. Did that monster troll send you down?
Did you all send us down?
They just kind of yelled trolled. We're not really sure what that is.
Yep. It's not a bluff check.
Yeah, plausible deniability. We're good.
Plead the fifth.
No, let me put one thing straight. Nobody sends us anyway. We're doing what it takes for survival. If you're as smart as you say you are, you're gonna help us out.
A favor for a favor.
Great, but let's get my favor off the table first. It's a favor for a favor. So I ask first, you get a favor. We take care of the Hoobastank. We come back, we're like, well, we killed it. We all have a big party, and then sure, I'll hear your favor.
I'm assuming you're looking for radioactive materials for the
That's-
Hooglesmorf.
That's how we kill the Hooglesmorf. Yep.
As he
As
sort of coughs up, and he coughs up, you notice there's sort of like a black ichor that shoots out of his mouth and sort of splatters on the ground a little bit, sort of wipes it.
is that similar to the black ichor and the holes around Chattaruna?
It's a bit of a trigger warning.
Go ahead and roll a life science.
Well,
he's
use
doing-
my communalism to re-roll that. It's almost an 8.
Yes. What were you wanting to do in Denver while Zerat's rolling?
Well, he's doing that real quiet like. I want to try to put some of that gross phlegm on my cane sword blade because I feel like they're irradiated. That's radioactive phlegm, radioactive sword cane.
Our logic is flawless.
You playing with radiation again?
Didn't learn your lesson the first time?
You go ahead.
13.
What was the total?
13 total.
13 total. It's hard to tell. The color sort of matches it. But you guys never really messed with the individual fluid itself to see like the consistency of it. The only thing that matches is just the color.
Gotcha.
As you go ahead and take your sword out of the cane sheath and sort of scrape up the phlegm that is covering the floor, you see all the Vlaka sort of point and they just instantly start cackling again. At
I mean, like, yeah. I'll laugh with him and go, "Hey, man, if I'm gonna cut that hoobastank, I'm gonna put a little bit of y'all inside of him. All right, that's the way it's gonna go."
They each look at each other and continue laughing. But
That's not a bad idea.
Varg just sort of... No, you are confused on how this will work, Thrawn Vincer. You will do a favor for us, and we will go ahead and provide you with the materials you require.
No, I told you the deal. I asked first. Every one of you Vlaka on this planet has this whole situation fucked up. This isn't playtime. This isn't fun. This isn't playground. Oh, you do a favor for me, I'll do a favor for you. This is, we are all going to die if we don't get this shit done now. I thought I walked into the smartest of the packs, but you're just doing the same shit that all of them are doing. Oh, you gotta do me a favor. I don't have time to do you a favor. I can't do everybody on this goddamn planet a favor. We're all gonna die and be eaten by then. I swear to God, one more of you ask me to do a favor, and I'm gonna switch my narrative and go ahead and start building a ship to get the fuck off of here and leave you all for dead. So your choice.
Hey, Cap, can you do me a favor?
The next person that asks for a favor.
Getting pistol whipped.
We
Go
are
ahead and roll diplomacy.
We are literally doing the planet a favor.
Hey, Farva, what's that thing you always ask people for?
A favor?
Oh!
31.
This is
31.
all in Vlaka, right?
Yes, it's all in Vlaka. You see the rest of the room sort of quiets down. And they all sort of look to Varg, look back at Thrawn, look over at Varg, and sort of stand up. And Varg stands and walks close to you, Thrawn. This
I mean,
one
it's probably
time,
more like,
this one time, I will allow you to snap. Next time, you won't make it out of this pit alive. But if the Ironhides trust you, We will give you what you need. You sort of you see him clap twice as you guys see them run out of the two of this Vlaco just run out of the front room.
Hey, I knew you were smarter.
Captain, what about protections? Is that implied in this?
I'd assume so. If not, why?
Okay.
A few moments later, you guys see the two Vlaka carrying a large case. Each one holding one of the sides of it as they bring it in and plop it into the middle.
What am I working with here? A weapon of some kind?
No, this is... well, maybe. And he goes and begins to walk over to the large case and crack it open. Immediately, everyone's sensors begin to go off for radioactivity. But he just doesn't move at all.
Walk the fuck up and I close that case.
He looks over.
I don't think you understand. We ain't built like you.
You asked for material. We gave you material.
Right. Now I need a way to not die from said material. How the hell are you all still alive?
And as you sort of look at him in the eye, you can definitely tell his eyes are glazed over. It came at much cost for us living around here.
So you're not immune.
Not to lower levels of it. But if you keep it inside this case, you will be fine. I'm assuming
we didn't understand how this was going to happen, so how do we kill this thing?
We don't know. It would have been dead already if we knew.
I do everything on this goddamn planet, don't I? All right. Hey, Zerat, folks, any other questions on how to kill this thing? The people in here seem very clueless.
Wing it.
I got one. Have y'all tried
Radiation bomb.
the radioactive suppository was what I was gonna go with.
Just there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just take that case, rip the lid off,
Boof it.
yoink, squonk, whatever noise it makes when you put it up the Hooper Snooch's butthole. Like however that works, but now we got radiation on the inside and big old kaplow wow guns on the outside.
Have the Vlaka found a way to weaponize this uranium or make bullets out of it, cane swords with it?
To me, it looks like they made an accessory out of it.
We don't need another cane sword. We need a kick-ass sword. That's what we need.
We have. That's what's inside the box. 20 rounds of material in round form.
Round as in bullet?
Yes. But it can
I
only
looked
be
directly at Otto.
It can-
I got a feeling.
It could only be fired from an old weapon. No lasers, no electricity.
Great.
Hey, you still shoot bullets, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Done and done.
Ballistics is key. Your laser shit freaks me out.
I agree
Mom?
with the. Yes.
What you say?
Just don't know
I
what a
mean,
Bernary is.
now, Cap, I propose a plan where we set up a line, draw this thing out, give Ott the clear shot, let him put one right in the eyeball, and bingo bango, we call it a day.
I like this plan. It's just we just got to make sure that Otto doesn't fucking die just by looking at the bullet. You know what I mean? He's got to load the weapon.
No, I feel that. I mean, if he dies, I could just be like, "Hey, big spooky space Max, give my friend back." I don't know if that's how it works, but I could try.
But I don't like the risk. I don't want to,
How about I keep it distracted while you take your shot?
I still think the radiation suppository plan might be something we could circle back around on.
I mean, I could shoot it up his ass.
Can we get a
Varg-
hunting party to go with us?
Varg will look over. That might be the only way, since it stands 150 feet tall.
I thought bigger. Vesk 4.
1982.
315 AG.
Vesk 4, 1982, sold out, Madison Square Garden. It was just me and that Tarask-looking motherfucker.
My crew was down, and I was the last one standing. It was the largest Smitchell Gorf that you've ever seen.
When I came through, it was just me and my combat knife, blood everywhere. Most of it mine, some of it it was dead. I'm still standing.
Nothing between me and its anus. All I had were radioactive suppositories.
Thank you for the bullets. In
Just say
return,
that.
we have given you a story.
It's just saying I've experienced
We are
distracting Dr. Zeus characters.
I think Ferris just walks out of the room at that point.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do with
I would
this.
have just been like, kind of trying to see through the box at this point as whoever's holding it, just trying to like see if there's like a gap so I can see like what kind of caliber like we're working with here.
And it is a completely metal box, like a lead box to keep radiation in and health on the outside. But without
Those are
opening it,
If we got to shoot this, either we need to get me a better suit, or me and Freedom can take our time to build a contraption to automatically shoot this from a distance.
I'm gonna crack open like the suitcase that's in this room.
She like back away.
and
Yeah, and
to
I'm
be
just
fair,
gonna like as I
it's-
slowly open it, I'm just gonna keep an eye on my meter and just see like what are we dealing with here.
And it's even though they said it was only like 20 rounds, it is the size of a chest, like a rather large chest that they both were carrying it in.
Jeez.
They go ahead and you prop it open, and your radiation spike begins to tick up. But you look inside, and there is a round probably about this long. That would probably fit inside of Otto's rifle. You begin to see it as soon as you get a really good look at it. You begin to like your suit sends off a warning that the radioactivity is getting to a point of no longer being able to save you with the suit.
Okay, we still have spacesuits. I close it, lock it.
You kill the Hooglesmorf and the Swamphide will pay you for its right eye.
It's right or stage right?
It's
What?
right.
Okay. What do you need an eye for? Like I'm down just mostly out of curiosity.
One of our strongest mystics has an unknown disease for many, many years, and rumor is that the Hooglesmorf, its right eye, is the last ingredient to make a antidote or a cure for this disease.
It's a one eyebrow look over to Zerat. Like, is this checking out? Does that sound like a thing that would happen?
I have no clue what a Hooglesmorf is, but it's common that, components are used for antidotes, poisons, cures, a wide variety of magical potions.
Cool. So that's the favor you were going to ask of us, right? Is to heal this person?
Yes, but this seems like the more difficult one and the more amusing one for us.
Great. Stop being amused and start planning on how to kill a bunch of bugs with the combined forces of all of the packs. That's what I need from you. We'll be back after we kill Dumbledore. Let's go.
We'll do it if my name ain't Snape.
So once I take this shot, I'm assuming that we're talking. We're kind of like walking back or away.
Sure. Who is helping? I'm assuming Domino carry this large lead
He needs
crate. Absolutely.
Probably by himself. I could try and help.
I can pitch 450
Beautiful.
in a vacuum. No gravity.
Right. We know how that works.
How much bulk is this thing? 4 bulk, 5 bulk, something like that?
Roughly by itself is 9 bulk.
I can carry it by myself.
Do you have 9 bulk with your space?
If I emptied my entire backpack.
Oh, okay. So
Well, entire everything. If I was just naked.
Right. Well,
Like the ancient Fisk.
Exactly.
That's how we wrestle.
I'm assuming someone who has bulk capacity is assisting.
Well, they figured out I'm stripping down.
Okay.
I have 6 bulk of space.
Okay. Both of you guys are able to go ahead and each grab a side and carry it up.
I mean, I got 18 until I'm overburdened. I could just carry it by myself. I would just move at 5 foot.
I mean,
No, I would move at 10 feet.
Ooh.
I could help out. I've
Should be
got
20 foot per round.
Right, sorry.
How much is it to split the bulk in half?
4.5 because it's 9 bulk total.
Okay, then I can take a side of it because I currently am not carrying any bulk because all of my stuff is classified as light. So I have 0 bulk. I'm encumbered at 6. So if it's 4.5, I can carry.
Do you have 10 light items?
No, I've got my armor, my azimuth laser pistol, which is light, and my sword cane.
They've got 3 light items.
3 light items.
Well,
I have 20 items.
Right.
I am stocked to the brim.
Me too, right?
But as we're kind of walking away, I'm just kind of lean in Denver, like, when I take this shot, technically, I will be considered a professional big game hunter. Just saying.
That's a new profession.
That's kind of cool. I'm here
Adding
for
it.
that.
Adding it to the notes.
Anyway, I could carry this by myself. I've only got 1 bulk of room left before I'm at half speed anyway, so either way, I'm moving at half speed.
Domino, hurry up. Let's go.
You guys sit there and talk about it like, Domino, you go ahead and pick it up.
I don't need help.
Stop it.
Oh, I poke my head back in. Do you know exactly where the Hooglesmorf lives?
The cave of the Hooglesmorf.
That's a great location. Do you have a map?
No. But
That makes sense because you don't look at things.
it's true.
I thought maybe somebody.
Our
You got like
whole-
a Siri situation? Can you program it in? You drop me a pin?
We don't use technology here. But what we do use is distance and walking from the top of the pit in Eric.
Yep. Hang on. Hey, Rix.
What?
I need you to come here real quick. So, just listen to this and maybe write it down.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Go ahead, sir.
Like I was saying, this is roughly about 40 minutes southwest of Eric.
Just to make sure, you said distance. Is minutes a distance to you?
Minutes walking.
Okay. I'm trying to be clear over here.
No, you're okay.
How fast does the average Vlaka walk, would you say?
30 feet per 6 seconds.
Okay, alright.
For 6 seconds, it'd be 120 feet because you can move twice in a round.
Nah, that's walking.
It was a
not
walking
dashing.
speed, though. Yeah.
Actually, it's 4 times your speed.
He looks over.
Alright.
Listen.
I got it. Don't
No,
worry.
no, hang
I'm
on.
doing the math.
How many people are in here? We need to have a foot race really quick. I need 6 seconds and you go full blast. And I need you to walk.
Just take the average.
There will be a large ring of ice. In the center is its weakest. You will have to break through the ice. As currently, the Hooglesmorf is in hibernation for probably 3 more years.
God, we could kill this thing after we deal with the invasion. It's
Don't we
still
need
going to
you
be
guys
sleeping.
for the invasion.
Yeah, I'm just saying the deal could. It's going to be sleeping either way. Like it's not moving.
It just sounds like a shot I can't miss.
Are you suggesting we get the eyeball out while it's asleep?
That might wake it. It's still warm and sunny outside, correct?
I don't think there's anything warm about this whole damn planet.
Maybe. It's still sunny.
What's the temperature outside?
-40.
What?
Not a good day.
It's
It
been
was -25 when we came in.
maybe it's been longer than expected. It looks like we've hit the cold part of the rotation. The swamp pack has been down here for a long time. Easy to lose track.
No sense of time.
So this planet does have a summer.
Isolation.
We must be in the summer then.
Can I set this down if we're gonna keep talking some more?
No, we gotta keep
You're not moving. We'll catch up. Great.
Could somebody get the door?
I've got
Rex,
my
can
tail.
you get us there now?
Yeah, mage hand, door, open. Got it. Okay.
I don't need help. Swat it away.
Swap the mage hand away from the door.
Is that not what we were doing? Oh. I'm sorry, I was taking notes.
This Hooglesmorf will devour everything in its path. Meat, vegetation, all of it.
Or
What about the ground? Does it eat the ground too?
Only if it's truly hungry.
Wow. Omnivore in all sense of words. Got it. Okay.
I kind of want to. Why can't we just set this thing loose on the swarm?
That's a good question.
What's to stop the swarm from feasting on this thing and gaining its resistances?
Nothing.
That sounds even worse.
It's
What's
hard.
stopping them? Maybe they've already done it. That's the big worry. Maybe they'll do it
Also-
after we kill it. Maybe they have a mystic using the eye to make a poison.
The left
All the
eye.
more, yeah, all the more reason you should quit dragging your feet and come up with a plan. And you should send word to other packs that I'm done doing favors. So let's move on.
We can't survive outside any longer.
Same, bro.
Good luck.
Thanks. We're gonna need it. It's just
The Hooglesmorf is a valiant foe indeed.
can't
Okay.
wait to kill the unkillable foe so that I can gather a group of people to kill the unkillable foe. You, Mayor Varga, Varg, you have yourself a wonderful day, or however you measure time. How do you measure time?
They don't. See, they lost track.
Yeah, no, it's a follow-up question. So call the pro. You ever do any research?
I'll just call the elevator when I get there.
As you remember, there was also a ladder that had to be climbed.
I've got 2 legs.
That's true.
Just gonna put it in his.
I've got a tail. I've got a tail.
That's fair.
That's all I need. 2 legs and a tail.
Stressing me out.
With the as you guys begin to your journey back over to the central area before you guys head up the elevators, you do notice that there are 3 burrows coming from the center of the pit that come up.
Those weren't there before. Or were they?
They were not.
They're looking. Be on the lookout. This could be an ambush.
Let's call the elevator and make it quick.
Oh, you mean the swarm being held hostage inside that can tell the hive mind everything it sees? Could. Nah, couldn't be.
It sounds like we don't
Yeah.
really need these people because they can't go outside. They don't want to do anything.
They have radioactive bullets.
Which they didn't offer us any protection for, so Otto's as good as dead if he tries to use them.
Well, we'll have the
mean-
leverage once we have the eye.
I think that we should let Ott decide if Ott's gonna die when they handle the bullets, as opposed to whether or not radiation's gonna actually be a thing. Having died and come back, I think I have a whole different view that y'all don't really understand about death. I'm not trying to like talk down to you or nothing like that, but it's a really optional thing from what I've learned.
Death is optional. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost like living in the drip for 300
Then
years.
why don't we just have someone just hold the box and get eaten by the thing, and they'll come back, right?
Baby,
I mean,
come back.
I'll do it.
A reverse suppository is what you're suggesting.
That
Sure.
suppository plan sounds great. Reverse suppository sounds like you're just trying to be gross.
Sounds like you're pooping.
Yeah.
My armor actually protects me from being swallowed whole. So you might be onto something.
Hey,
Sort of true.
hey, Domino, you down to get eaten by the goober snooch?
I'm just saying, if they swallow whole me, they will be sickened.
See, the downside to that is what happens if they swallow whole you, and they eat the entire box, but then you make them sixes and they just like throw the box up. Are you gonna have to like go back in there?
If that's what's required of me.
God damn, you're hardcore.
Once I'm inside, I don't have to worry about the hide. I'll just rip
No,
through.
Don't worry, death is optional.
Death is optional, man. Like, I knew I wasn't living my life all crazy for a reason. Like I knew that.
Just gotta bust through before the stomach acid burns through my armor.
Now
Just
is
another
not
Saturday
sound-
on Vesk 4.
1987, just me and 17 stomachs. Madison Square Garden, one night only.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
As you guys get the box and yourselves to the surface, it is cold. The three of you who do not have life bubble rush back
to the truck.
into the truck. You guys get the vehicle loaded up with the case. You guys load into the back of the vehicle. And that is where we'll go ahead and take our break. We'll go ahead and take our 5-minute break. Come back at 10:50 EST. And we'll see where we go from here. We'll be back.
I'm surprised you didn't say that about me. 'cause
Hi.
I am.
We're back.
You are down there.
It's part of the list.
It's an inside.
Thank you
I
guys.
forgot about that, and I'm a little upset.
Oh yeah, bringing back the list.
Thank you guys so much for coming hanging out. Really do appreciate it. And thanks for being patient while we took our little bit of a break. Just sort of recap. The group met with the Swamp Hide. And sort of, hey, this is what we're going to do because we're here to save you guys. And they gave them the what for, and you guys received a heavy box of 20 rounds of radioactive analog ammo. As you guys began to carry it back, you guys did notice that the in the center of the pit was 3 burrows that looked familiar to the ones that were on the planet surface. As you guys continued up, you guys all rushed back to the vehicle, got it loaded, and that's where we are picking up right now.
You know, I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
We got a case that can contain radioactive items. We happen to know a place that might have some radioactive items worth 10 grand a pop. Anyway, we'll get to that when we get there.
Under a pile of rubble.
That was stepped on by a giant scarab.
That just means it's safe.
Or boned.
Maybe the scarab
Like a
was
fossil.
the Hoogeldorf this whole time.
Yo!
Hibernating though.
Nah, they woke that shit up. They're like, hey, come on.
It's
You
a
want to
twist.
eat everybody on the planet.
I mean,
Come step on some shit.
Vlargelborg, or whatever his name was, didn't even know what time it was. So he could be completely off.
Just a heads up on that one, Zerat. The size would match. They were both 150 feet tall.
And it did quickly try to get to the radiation to fucking get rid of it.
Yeah. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember it had a negative reaction to it.
Almost like
It
rock
pounded
before.
into the ground, and then it did so much that the I want to say pincers, but the
owls.
the
Oh,
legs,
maybe it already ate it.
the legs, the claws. Thank you. Sort of like hit it so much, and it had such a bad reaction that it like was just bone on those 2 front legs where it was slamming into the ground.
So one of us will go into the case. Mage Hand will carry us to the bricks. And then Mage Hand. Alright, no, I'm lost.
All right, so there's shit in the air. How high is it made domino? That's the next question.
I'm just like,
You know, there's a spaceship, man. It runs on water, man.
put the bricks in the suitcase with the Mage Hand.
Act government is keeping it from you because they want you to keep buying ship fuel, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, do I know the science? No. Do I know it exists? Yeah. Am I pissed about it? Absolutely.
So where
So
would you
we-
guys like to go?
Out of here.
40
before the
minutes
storm
southwest.
To somewhere
Northeast.
that makes sense. It was
Straight to the
southwest,
bricks.
people.
40 minutes walking, so what, like 15 driving?
It's like
How long until we
40
can
minutes.
all be in a bubble?
A
How big
day.
of an
A
yeah?
rest?
So we,
So maybe we should take a rest.
I mean, the Vlaka don't seem too concerned with the state of their planet, so I'm in no rush.
I specifically am in a rush because I miss our ship. And I'd rather be in space.
Oh, I
And
thought
we'd
you were
all
going to
rather
say it
be.
was the timer thing on your life. But
Oh,
ship 2.
yeah. That Brix was so kind to inform me that I might die tomorrow. Like for real,
alright.
because the curse.
It won't be
I
permanent.
said-
You'll be fine.
I know I said it's an option, but I think curses are the exception.
That doesn't sound for trues.
All right. I trust you.
Rix, you've been working on this.
Well, I was, and then we got stranded, so.
Okay. Top down it for me. Give me a top line here. How dead are they? Given the evidence that they already died and whatever this entity is was like, nah, bitch.
Well, given that everybody else that ever got this curse has died, but not died before their time, it's new area, new territory, I guess.
That's fair.
Or they were just given an extra day because, you know, they died too early. I don't know. But
yeah, I don't know. Time is weird. We've had this conversation before because everybody runs on Absalom time, but as you get different places in the universe, time works wonky. We were in the drift. Do they count drift days as regular days? Are those just like half days? Are those like quarter days? We're working with some sort of weird space fractions here, and I don't even know what the hell.
That's fair. What do you want to do, Denver?
Your mom. Hey-oh, high five, somebody. Somebody.
I high five you.
Yeah, all right.
Give it up.
Like your mom. Oh!
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry.
Right. With the one-liner. All more high fives.
If I'm gonna die, I need a high five from everybody right the fuck now.
No one. I don't give you a high five. Now you can't die. Boom,
Oh,
roast
shit.
this.
Nah,
Each
see,
high five is
look
minus
on.
1 point from the vest.
Just saved your
scoreboard.
Just saved your life.
when the big spooky space mask comes down to take my soul, I'm gonna say, Cap never high five me. Can't take me.
Yeah,
What
you send
is
them to me.
this?
If they have any issues with that, you just send them right over to me, and I'll have a talking to.
So, according to the legend of this curse thing, right? Something comes to kill you, right? So what if we just have the thing that comes to kill you kill the Hooglesmorf?
That's not a bad idea either. These are good ideas all around.
Wait a second.
the best
What if
we've
the
ever
thing
had.
is the Hooglesmorf?
Oh shit! Howdy. We're next level.
You ever see that movie, The Final Place to Be?
Yeah. I only saw the second one.
All right. Well, the second is that the one with the pipes that fall out of the ship that crash through the other ship? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
That's why I don't like to fly. Flying cars, fuck that, man. But Final Place to Be, in the first one, they get all the way to the end of where they're trying to be, and that ain't nobody dead yet. They're in space France or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
And but
I saw the trailer.
Yeah, no, it just never stops. So I'm thinking, if we can learn anything from that movie, it means that death is coming for us all, option or not. And sometimes you just have to redirect it and let it kill somebody else. So, if Big Spooky Space Mask is coming back for my soul tomorrow, how about we just go, whoa, Hoobastank over here could really use a talking
A soul sucking.
Yeah, you can
Sucking
you
soul
can
right out real hard.
you can you can give the old Hoobastank the good suck, and
Leave me to blow.
If anyone's getting swallowed whole, it's me.
Because you're gonna make him sick. What'd you eat?
Dear,
The
oh dear.
domino.
Otto's testing the air. How high are these people? What happened?
Look, nope, Space Weed's still here. I don't.
What?
All right,
I don't know what just happened.
Otto.
that was...
You shooting this thing in the ass is plan A. But everybody be ready to pivot. if big spooky space mask comes to visit.
I'm down for shooting a dude.
You just rhyme.
Just a little concerned about the radiation spillover.
I mean,
Shoot him quick.
yeah, I need the smarter folks in the party to figure that out, I guess. How long will our spacesuit give you?
Not long.
The spacesuit probably won't provide more protection than our armor already does.
Can you modify your gun so that once it's chambered, it doesn't emit radiation? Can you like lead line the chamber of your gun?
Can you build a robot to shoot for you?
Yeah, that was another option that I thought about.
Let me just go to the lead mine down the road.
I mean, making the automatic, contraption to shoot it feels like cheating, but I mean, I guess.
Doesn't feel very auto.
Cheating death, maybe.
No, just cheating.
Only cheating if you get caught.
What? I just don't want to die. So, either one. If I got to make a thing or if we can find a suit, that's fine. The problem with making a thing is that if it moves, I'm not like I could make the auto gun shoot thing, the auto turret. It'll move. It'll be able to adjust a little bit, but not if it's like it runs like 500 yards that direction. I can't just be like, you know what I mean? It's makeshift. So we got to be more precise with that. We got to make sure. I don't know how to explain it.
But it's a huge creature, so it's probably not gonna move that fast.
But then you also have the same argument. It's a huge creature. It could probably move pretty fast.
You should suck it up and take a little bit of radiation.
Oh yeah, Denver, how'd that go for you?
I mean, I threw up a couple of times, but it weren't too bad.
You died.
Not from that.
It didn't help.
But it didn't kill me.
But you might be alive if you didn't also have that.
I mean, that is purely skeptic.
Speculatory.
Thank you, Gerard. That is pure speculation and fascination.
I will make a point that I almost died and I was not radiated. So
there we go. Bingo. So
you could have lived.
If you weren't irradiated.
See, now, Freedom Limit, whose side are you on in this? You're kind of jumping back and forth over both sides of the line.
I didn't
like,
get
nope.
fucked up either way, so
Yeah,
I mean,
but now, and I mean no disrespect by this, you have like a half organic body. How bad can you get messed up by radiation? Because that brings me to my next question of, can you take the shot?
Oh.
I put my hand on Otto's back to console him. It's okay, buddy. If you don't take the shot, it's fine.
Yes. I mean, I'm not completely immune, but I am a little more immune.
Hey, how about we all just take the shot together as a team?
Yeah, I mean, if everybody helps pull the trigger, nobody has the death of this big spooky thing on their conscience.
Tony's head pops up.
We're taking shots. Please. I accept this burden.
I think we've forgotten one key point of this. The radiation doesn't kill the beast. It just removes its weakness. Or its strength.
Oh, shit, it makes it stronger?
Then why did we come over here together?
I should have said something earlier.
It's just all mistranslation.
Right.
This whole time.
This whole time.
Oh. I just thought you guys were doing something else.
We're trying to make it more challenging to get more points from you.
Mm-hmm.
Domino?
You get 2 levels after this instead of 1. Like in Munchkin.
Like in Munchkin.
Hey, yeah.
Double
Shoot the
XP
beast
at a
Saturday.
weakened tide. That's when we all move in and strike.
Yeah.
How do you move in on a 150-foot creature?
Because we're going to already be there, while whoever's shooting with the sniper rifle is going to take the shot.
No, you pay a suppository.
Wow.
Hey, crack
the
that
funniest
lid.
session we've ever had. That's amazing.
Yeah, crack that lid. I think I want that radiation back.
The
Is it
radiation.
still swallow whole if I go in from the other side?
Yeah.
The dog says no.
Yeah, the dog was like, don't you even think about it.
It's like,
In the
Yeah.
distance, you guys saw a wild Vlaka just running after something.
Someone said vet. Someone said the vet word.
No, Pepper wasn't happy about that. She's like, hold on.
Hold
Are
on.
we talking semantics about suppositories? I have strong opinions on this.
Is that peanut butter?
It's whoa.
Anyway, you guys
Hold
arrive.
on.
Hi,
You guys
any companies that want to sponsor us? Hey,
Paizo, I'm sorry. This is
No,
what this
you're not.
turned into.
Tell me
Entertainment.
the Vlaka don't love peanut butter.
have they tried? Never mind.
Anyway, you guys have arrived to a giving the direction off from Varg. You guys arrive at a large hole in the ground.
Glad we had our plan is coming to fruition. But I look over to Otto. Any ideas on how you're gonna get this? Can you build a snowman that'll shoot for you? I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect us to be here already.
Yeah, no,
It was a 45-minute walk, which is like not a very long drive.
I just kind of look around and gesture broadly at like the barren. I'm with you. I don't know what the plan is here.
Is it just the one big hole, or are there a bunch of like burrows and stuff like other swarm stuff we've seen around here?
There are some of the smaller burrows, but not nearly as much as the other areas. And as you sort of look into this larger hole, that's probably about 100 feet across. You see there is quite a few burrows that go into this hole.
Yeah.
Anybody got the chem lights?
What kind of lights?
Just a glow stick, chem light.
I got dancing lights.
Throw those down there. So I can take a look.
I'm gonna kind of pat my pockets and just like I literally have everything that's on me.
You go ahead and throw the lights down. The lights, they go 100 feet, right? 100 feet down, and it smacks into what looks like a bottom, like an icy bottom.
There's a cold butt down there.
Perfect for suppositories. Well,
Geronimo.
You jumping in?
Maybe if it was snowy, but I think ice might break us.
What about we pull the pin on a grenade and drop it?
How about we get into position so we're
I
not
don't think
caught by
it's
surprise?
down there.
I mostly just wanted to get y'all's reactions. I'm not doing that.
We could do that, but how do we get the gun loaded first? It's one way to get their attention.
I mean, all we got to do is set me up somewhere with the lead case next to me. As soon as I see it, I can quickly just pull around, throw it in chamber, lock it down, and fire as quick as I can, and just hope that I land it. And then I don't know how much radiation I get from that.
Technically speaking, what is it, like once per round? So if you can reload your gun, shoot in one round, right? Does that check out?
I mean,
So one
technically
check.
the gun is automatic, so I have a
The
magazine.
sniper rifle?
Yeah. So I mean, it's still when it locks back, I can still just throw it within the chamber through the extraction port. It's not a big deal. But it's awkward.
Do you need to use any action economy to like aim? Like, would that help you? Can't you teleport your bullet directly into the sphincter?
That's the pistol.
Oh, that'd be real cool.
I think in order to use the sniper property, which is the range of the sniper, you have to take a move action to aim.
Yeah.
Or else the range is the first. Yeah.
60 feet. Yeah. It's either 60 feet or I use my move action for 250.
Okay, so you just need a move action.
Which, I mean, I'm not going to be moving anyways.
And a standard action.
Yeah, so.
But you also have to load it.
Okay.
I'm assuming Bruise would probably let me do that as a bonus, but I'll probably roll to see if I don't fuck it up or fumble it. Probably. That's a purely guess.
I think the strategy here may be I will load it for you. So you get everything locked in, and then I'll just put a bullet in there, and you go click, boom.
Didn't you hear something about a mage hand?
Freedom?
Or I can load it.
I didn't want to volunteer you for that, but yeah, that was my idea. I'm not trying to put you in harm's way. We just met, but yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I at least get the +2.
I'm just like locked
By
in.
the way, that's all I get is a +2 to those saving throws.
So if we're looking to use a sniper, we should probably try to find a way to draw it out.
Also set up a sniper's nest.
We have to wait a day for that.
I am also proficient in snipers.
Captain, chamber the round. My grenade comes out. I'm trying to put it in there.
No,
the round, you idiot. This is round. It's a grenade.
I volunteer as bait.
I volunteer as tribute.
I mean, we're not going to be able to just...
It's hibernating.
No, it's not there.
What is your plus to hit? Freedom?
It's not in the hole.
Wait, I thought we had to go to the middle of a thing and do a dramatic fall and all this shit. That's what the block has said.
There's an icy bottom.
Does it look like... He described a situation where we were going to have to walk out onto some fragile ice and, like, break it. Does it look like that has been done?
As you sort of look around, you notice that a lot of the... not going inwards, but you sort of see fragments of ice that sort of melted into the snow on the exterior, like it busted out. Not necessarily being busted in, but busted out.
Oh, alright. Let's go find it.
We could still toss that grenade down there.
I do have some of those.
Great.
Oh, I have a smoke grenade.
I don't know if that'll work.
Great, I can't... Because we just picked more of those up from the store later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We totally should have shafted the blind flock of place. I don't know what we're doing with our lives.
I thought about it.
Don't know if they're up to date with their weapons.
Goodbye.
Could we,
I'm still good.
Yep.
blow the horn?
Won't that just nullify our agreement?
I don't know. Think you'd be heard from this far?
What horn are we blowing?
The Ironhide's horn. To
No, the
signal.
Night Stalker's horn.
Night Stalkers, yeah.
That signals.
I don't know. All Vlaka look the same to me.
We were supposed to use it when we killed the thing to signal them that we killed it.
Oh, that doesn't seem chartreuse. I don't think we should do that.
I thought that was the signal that we killed, or... Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Thought that was the signal that they were going to move in on the Ironhides.
No. We were supposed to blow the horn.
What deals did you all make while I was taking a nap in the back of the truck?
Don't worry, I took care of it.
Good ones.
They're gonna fight another. We're supposed to unite.
Well-
Unite first, and then, the fallout afterwards is not
later.
our problem.
They'll unite once the Night Stalkers are in charge.
With the more I learn about the attitudes of the Vlaka, the less I believe they want to survive this situation.
The more maybe we should just focus on fixing the ship and getting the.
I'm real fucking close.
You and me both.
Hey,
follow you guys,
existential
so-
dread, and they're gonna kill you. All right, but I need
Yeah,
freedom
but what about those
first.
guys?
Yeah. Come on, man.
It's been a day. What time is it? How long is it until nighttime?
6 days.
Yeah, 6 days till nighttime. No, you guys, let's see here. You guys woke up real early, kept driving to Eric. It's probably like 10 hours until nighttime. So you guys have plenty of time to do stuff before it gets warm.
Here's what I'm thinking. If we make some noise, maybe the thing's going to come out of the cave and some swarm. I don't know if we can handle that right now, especially with Ferrex looking as tired as he is. There is a hideout, I'm not sure how far, but north of here by a little bit, that we have not visited, of our Zool friends. We can go there, head out, take a rest, come back out here at night, fight this thing fully prepared, and that will give maybe Otto some time to create a robot or something that might help them load the sniper rifle.
That's a great idea.
Love it.
Thing is, we kind of know the general location of this base. I assume it's similarly hidden in a mountain range, so it might take some time to find it.
Well, let's get going then, so we can find it.
Lead us there, Zerat.
All right, get in the truck and head north towards this town of Olaf. But don't go all the way there, since that's not great. We don't need to.
Oh, by the way, Otto, you've been driving this whole time. Just so you know.
Yeah, you're driving, Otto.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Why
It's
isn't Denver
Dex.
been right?
It's Denver was
So
there's only
they're-
3 rooms.
They're all
like,
life bubbled.
they're all
so
life
they-
bubbled. So like the people who need to be safe from the cold had to go inside, and you had the highest dex and driving skill across the rest of them.
And
so
I
it
lost
was
my
you.
privileges.
Oh
so-
yeah, and he lost privileges as soon as he ran it through a building.
I'm driving.
You guys go ahead and head up to roughly the area that was given based off the map description that was shown to you guys by the Zool.
Yeah, 3 hours southwest of Olaf.
Yes. You guys arrive at the location. You guys do see a similar set of hills that sort of roll through as large mounds of snow sort of gathered across. I'm assuming the people with the life bubbles are going to be the one looking, while everyone else is sort of sitting inside the truck. Or did you guys have a different way you guys wanted to go ahead and try to do this?
I definitely want to be looking, also using detect magic to see if that might help light something up for us.
Sure. Is detect magic similar to D&D where it like sort of happens, or do you have to roll a skill for it?
It sort of happens, but it's a cone shaped thing in 60 feet.
Okay.
Can't detect magical traps though, just so you know.
I said it can or cannot.
Cannot detect magical traps.
Plus. Okay. Go ahead and roll perception for me there. Zara.
Okay.
Sorry.
24.
24. As you guys are, as you're sort of searching around in the hills, sort of just imagining, not like looking at the original hideout that Zool and Sunny are currently located inside of. You go ahead and cast Detect Magic, and you do see something light up underneath the snow.
I'll call over some people to help me uncover it and reveal the doorway. I think I found our hideout over here.
Do you remember the cantrip?
Knit 1, pearl 2. Ferrex, do you remember the cantrip?
Yeah, I could maybe walk you through it. Can't really do it from in here.
Oh, yeah, just some pointers.
I will enlighten you in the pointers. AKA, I will help you through it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Step by step tutorial.
cast my magic. And,
All right, first, wave your hand like this. No, the other way. The other way. There you go. Now, put your hand out like this. Say these words.
I push to talk. I can't.
What is this, a time warp?
Jeez.
Okay. Eventually, we'll get this door opened up.
You guys see the magic seal break off the door, and the door sort of opens up just a little bit. You guys are able to open up the door and head inside. As you head inside, different lights just go and light up, and it's almost an exact match of what the other place had. It has three rooms, a little like kitchen area, as well as a large fire pit in the middle, with two like long couches that are just made out of sticks and some sort of hide.
Is there a magical chest?
There is a box in the corner as well.
First thing I'm going to do is open that thing up and think hog roast thoughts.
You think of hog roast thoughts as you go ahead and reach in the box. You pull it out. There is nothing inside.
Damn it! So hungry for not pills.
What about rations?
Same thing.
Then I guess you're not eating.
I'll eat. Just hoping for like some sort of hog roast or something.
Sir, I will pull out a bottle of whiskey. Is this close enough?
That might help wash it down.
I'll float it over to Domino.
Let's do this. Kali, Thrawn, and Otto, roll D100s for me.
Ho!
It's October.
22.
You say 22?
Yeah.
You got a 5? Ooh.
79.
And 79.
I could have rolled diplomacy.
Right.
Probably would have gone higher.
Okay. Thank you.
Denver's average piling skill is like more than all of ours.
You guys go ahead, relax for the 8 hours. More or less take a long rest, heal up. If you're missing any sort of HPs, you get twice your level. You get your stam back, spells come back. You guys are fully rested, ready to go. You guys have eaten the magical pills of Zerat.
They taste like Thanksgiving dinner.
They taste like Thanksgiving dinner.
But they don't leave me as full.
No.
They just leave you full, not over full.
Unsatisfied.
Right.
Well, we don't need you falling asleep while you're getting swallowed. Okay.
I pooped in 3 weeks.
It's all these pills. you guys are able to go ahead and head back out if you would like to. Unless there's something you would like to do.
I'll cast life bubble twice.
It's been like a week since I've attacked anything. It's
So,
getting a
well-
little itchy.
If it is nighttime, we don't really need life bubble right now.
Oh yeah, so I'll reverse time.
Not cast a
Not
spell.
cast that.
Yeah, it is nighttime. You guys do not need it. It was roughly about a 3-hour drive to this location. So you'll have roughly about a hour of nighttime before it becomes daytime again. Once you guys reach the location.
We got this. Let's go.
All right, you guys head
Yeah.
back to the location of where the swamp pack of the Vlakas told you that the excuse me, Hooglesmorf would reside. But as of right now, you hear and see nothing.
Draw this beast out.
See any rocks?
There's not necessarily rocks, but there's like large chunks of ice just sort of laying around in the snow.
Can I throw one down the hole?
You can absolutely just take this large rock of ice, or a
Do
large
it.
thing of ice. And just,
I'm just.
Should we set up posts before? Oh, too late.
you hear it shatter as the echo shatters upwards.
I'll get my laser rifle ready.
I think it's there. I think the swarm ate it.
That would be terrifying.
Get double ready.
Maybe we should just honk the horn.
Good idea.
idea.
Could work.
I guess
Otto?
that's my job.
We should still get in position. Maybe get the sniper aimed. What are we just standing around for?
I guess I could honk the horn. You guys go do that stuff. I know how to do that.
It's gonna go straight for you if you honk the horn.
I've got stuff. I'll be fine.
All right, I guess I'm with Freedom 11. Are you still loading my bullet?
Yeah, I'm loading your bullet. Let's do this.
All right. I guess we'll
Guess I-
get like 200 feet away.
Okay.
Guess I'll go with Ferrex so that they don't die immediately.
Okay.
I want to be
The,
close to
I'm-
a group of people. Maybe not the sniper team, but whoever's getting closer.
I'm assuming the car dropped us off the 200 feet, and then they kind of like pushed the lead box out of it, and then they're like, "There you go."
You're on your own.
Yep.
We gave you a hit hours to figure it out. Hopefully that was enough time. Bye.
He actually didn't figure anything out because he was sleeping.
I have the
We can
best.
figure it out now while they're trying to wake it up. We'll be plotting over here.
Maybe you can build like a snow blind
Great song.
I don't.
or anything.
I don't think it's.
Would you
really
like to
gonna
build a snow
I
blind?
think we just put
To
the
shoot a
bullet in the
monster from
gun.
help.
afar?
Yeah, I don't think it's really gonna help. It's not gonna block anything, and I mean, I don't really need to worry about hiding.
Okay.
He's gonna come up and, or it's gonna come up and just see a fucking plethora of like, fuckers to eat.
I know I
Delish.
would.
Nom 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 nom.
And then once you shoot it, it's gonna go straight for you.
That's where your job is. You're the tank. You grab aggro.
I don't have that ability. You're aggravating it by shooting it.
I need you to aggravate it.
More.
I will try my best.
Just
Ooh.
That might not hurt
shoot
if
it
you
in the
build a
holes
blind.
that we shoot.
Yeah,
Just roll a stealth check, please.
Between I will. Between here and me, between like that area and our sniper area, can you maybe lay traps or dig holes? Something.
This thing digs its own holes.
Yeah, I can't dig a 150-foot hole.
Give me like a year and a half. You can have your giant
I
hole.
was thinking like an ankle hole from just trip over. I don't know. Is he bipedal?
He's quadrupedal.
Okay.
It's like a giant mole.
In snow and death.
It's a giant crab thing with 4 legs instead of 6 legs.
Is it shiny?
I'm just gonna shoot it. All right, we're loaded up, ready to go.
All right, everyone, get your butts.
Where's
roll
everybody
20.
else?
What if you roll 24?
All right,
It's gonna be a
roll.
direct hit into the brain.
Yep, you got it.
Roll 20. I thought this thing wasn't even actually here.
Good call.
At least something's here.
Or I just wanted
Yeah,
to
you are.
just trigger you guys.
I just love how Domino was pleading for Otto to
Please,
just
hide somewhere, please. That's all I'm asking.
I'm obviously gonna hide, but I just don't think taking the time to make some sort of blind is really gonna make a difference.
just like make a little hill of snow. Doesn't take that long.
Hey, come on over. I'm worried about fighting the rifle. If you want to dig a fucking little dirt hill over here, that's fine.
Could everyone make sure that they have control over their character?
That's
I
my
can't
secret.
move.
I never
about
have control.
Oh, no, I can't.
Cool.
I'm in the car.
Okay. Truck.
Yeah.
I love how Ian's like, I better dip before I die
Ian.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Bird.
Yeah.
There's the
And
truck.
everybody, have you heard?
Yeah.
Have you heard?
By the way,
Goodbye.
in this map, every
Mocking.
square
We're
is
going
10.
soon.
Okay.
Take your numbers and double it.
Cool. Can you bring Otto back to life? I dragged him out of existence.
Bye.
No, because I don't know where Auto went, but I will put another Auto token in.
Okay.
Jeez.
So the truck's right up on the hole.
That, as of right now, if you guys want it somewhere else, please ping it. I will move it.
I'm here for it.
Right here.
Okay, it's in the hole.
It's not, no, I'm green.
That one.
The green ping.
Yeah, that's Otto's. Don't listen to Otto. He's not here.
All right. I'm on whatever side is Lodi's side.
Okay.
Can't move Otto. I don't think I'm trusted with Otto anymore.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I forgot that after I added your new token there, you should be able to do it now. All right, everyone, put yourself where you want to be.
Remember, so times 10.
Yeah.
So we still
times
need to be
2.
100.
Nope, times 2, not times 10.
Times 2. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Jesus.
All right, it is 800 feet away.
I knew what he meant. So we just went with it. But
What's
yeah,
this?
I'm still here.
Who's this?
Who's who?
Who's
Yellow
this?
or red?
I'm red.
Red is up.
Are y'all just standing outside the car?
Yep.
There you
Me.
Technically, 200 feet is still like over there. So,
Stand in the
like,
back of the car.
it's still outside of the grid.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
go.
This is as far as we're gonna get, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
We are the grid.
I'm assuming Denver probably took back over the wheel.
Yeah, probably.
Ain't drive.
All right, you guys were wanting to get in position, start loading the magazine, or loading the
Technically
bullet.
Technically emptying the magazine and just having the bolt locked back. That way, she can just be like, jam, smack, bolt release, fire.
So you're only shooting one bullet at this thing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
No.
but I have a fancy artillery loader that's just ready to jam bullets in firing chambers.
Okay. Beautiful. Where's everyone else at? Is everyone else just hiding in the truck?
I'm getting a little bit closer.
Okay.
It's like halfway between the truck and
The pit.
hole.
Yeah, I'm standing in the back of the truck with my laser rifle pointed towards the hole.
Okay.
If I'm lucky enough and Domino gets in the way enough, I can put a uranium bullet in his ass.
Close.
Damn you!
Just start
You talking
rotting
about my
from the
ass or
inside. Both.
Both.
Natural one.
Yep, it goes
Well,
Either
shit.
cancer or bleeding out. Which one's gonna happen first?
both at the
Hey.
same time.
You get more Vesk points that way, or
That's true.
domino points.
That
Whatever
Vesk
the system
points.
is.
I like that one.
Ever
Domino
entry
points.
You're always getting entry points.
Always. You guys go ahead. Are you guys really honking the horn, or are you guys just memeing about honking the horn?
I think we should.
Yeah, I think we should. We're no
I think you
memes
should
here.
drop the
I
truck
mean,
to the
but
devourer.
if Denver's driving, I'll just be over here or something. I don't know. Just hang out.
You don't want to come feel the warmth of our radiation.
Or
Not really.
toasty.
No, I don't really.
I almost died once to non-radiation. I don't have a curse to bring me back, so I'll just.
So, Freedom, to minimize the amount of time we have to deal with this radiation, I'm going to get fully lined up. Don't open the lead thing yet until I'm fully sighted and ready to go, and then I'm going to say, go ahead. And you instantly just open, jam it in there. I'm already going to be lined up. I can close, bolt, and fire instantly. So maybe we're affected for a second and a half. Maybe
Cool.
two.
I'm trained in sleight of hand, so
I
that has to make this faster.
I give you a couple regular rounds, but go ahead and get some practice.
Okay. It seems pretty all right. You guys go ahead and give the horn the good honk.
I was suppressed. I would be fucking with Domino, like shooting at his feet.
I'll also cast Ghost Sound as well and create like the sound of 15 to 20 Vlakas just howling as loud as they can outside of the hole.
Any particular tribe?
Yeah, all of them. Any howl I've heard, it is included in this.
Roll a
Is
D100
there any-
or a D20 for me and tell me what you get.
Is there any rhythmically excellent people here that can give me bardic inspiration?
Not quite.
I'll sing you a song of my people.
Oh.
No,
You're gonna take
Hooga
ice away
chaka, hooga chaka, hooga chaka.
You said a 2.
yeah, that's a 2.
Okay.
It's a good thing, right? It's
I
called
can't
Cthulhu.
stop
It's
this
twice as good as a
feeling.
1.
Matt.
It was almost a 20.
Matt. Somewhere in your notes, I need you to put Vlaka howl or group Vlaka howls, all houses. 2. And put that in a square for me.
I'll put it up here at the top.
Thanks. All right. As you guys go ahead and the howls begin, and Denver just lays on the horn. You guys all begin feel the ground underneath of you tremor.
Here it comes.
on the comms and be like, if there's any time to throw a grenade, Thrawn, maybe.
Wait till
I
you see
throw a
it.
grenade. I can't wait to do nothing to it. It's not
You
even
never
affected.
know.
Might swallow it whole.
I don't think he can dodge it.
I only throw grenades at Otto's will.
I
So I,
love
throw
it.
a grenade
Okay.
into the hole.
All right.
Too much pressure.
He just chucks one out the window.
Yeet! Okay.
I fully armed myself if it wasn't already obvious.
I'm assuming everyone armed themselves.
Mine's a swift action.
Besides
I don't really
maybe,
care.
besides maybe Freedom 11, who's currently busy being a loader. Kali, are you with your
Freeloader.
Exactly? Are you using your dual pistols or are you using your laser rifle?
My rifle.
Cool. Everyone is armed, ready, as the ground continues to tremble, and you can feel it get a little bit more crazy as you begin to hear a large rumbling coming from beneath the pit as you hear a loud push as ice shoots up out of the pit. And what you see
is what you get.
Exactly. You got it.
It took 4 damage from the grenade.
Okay, it takes 4 damage from a grenade.
Oh no, the bullet damage doesn't matter in this fight.
Oh no.
You hear a loud whoo after the grenade goes off.
Fantastic grenade. It's the best one I have.
All good things.
Remember, death is optional.
Death is optional. As you guys, let's see if I can find a picture of it. Where did it go? You know, I had this picture saved somewhere. I really did.
Well, I guess we killed it.
You guys do see this large creature begin to come up. It has a large amount of furs covering it from head to toe as one giant paw comes out. Another giant paw comes out, and it sort of paw pushes itself up and out.
You sure this is the right thing?
Well, what's going on over here?
Either way, this thing's getting some uranium bullets.
Just like Puff the Magic Dragon. We'll just shoot it.
It's the nicest cat you've ever seen. It's
Hi guys!
As a reminder, bears still have paws.
I'm diving down its throat.
I love you guys!
Wait, do we not? So you couldn't find the
Eat me,
picture?
coward.
I'm looking for it still. Hold on.
I want it.
Just Google Hooglesmorf.
Hoogle?
Burger Dirk.
A Hooglesmorf.
Schlurbity
Oracle
durgity.
Let me see if I even. can figure out-
Hufflewump and Woozle.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I decided to test myself how to spell it. I instantly forgot what it was called.
You're welcome.
You failed then. You failed.
It's called
to
a
spell.
natural one.
Yeah, it smells like it sounds. Also smells like it sounds too.
Uba stank. Got it.
And the reason is you. That's Uba stank, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
It
This
is.
creature looks oddly enough like just 4 normal-sized dudes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's all it is. Weird.
Like on top of each other, wearing a large trench coat, or just
Yeah.
I'm just super happy that Drew got it.
Mr. Jenkins.
I just imagine like 4 dudes just standing on this giant platform. It's furry. I don't know.
Here we go.
Did you mean
Hello?
Google Smurf?
No,
No.
I did not mean that actually. Where did it save it to? It is here. It is known.
It is known.
Dougal Glorf.
Upload. Hooglesmorf.
Burger
Upload
Dirk?
complete.
It's
Probably
gonna be
just
the
confused.
cutest
It's so
thing
tiny.
ever. Look at how cute it is.
That's fragging adorable.
Where do you see this? Oh,
That thing digs in the ground.
you
Yep.
consider that adorable?
It does only have, so it's slightly different than this image. It only has 4 legs. Doesn't have 8 or 4 on both sides. Only has 4 legs. But and it's like how it has that very thin layer of fur around the mane, and that's covering it from head to toe. But it stands up 1, 2, and it sort of pulls itself out of the pit. As it pulls itself out, it and you see the ground underneath it begin to crack a little bit as it pulls itself out, and now standing over you 150 feet tall. That is where we'll go ahead and end for tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. The Hooglesmorf has been unveiled.
The Hooglesmorf.
Yeah, that is the Hooglesmorf. Really do appreciate it, guys. It has been a crazy trip so far. This is episode 21. So we've done this for roughly like 20 weeks, which is insane to me. that has already been this far. But I do want to thank Paizo first off. They've been a very happy supporter of the channel, even when we are ridiculous and crazy and do random shenanigans. But after that, we're going to go ahead and go around the room to our content creators and get it kicked off. Travis, if you want to go ahead and get it going.
What's up, everybody? I'm Travis. I play Thrawn. I don't stream a lot right now, but I am trying to work with an amateur esports organization, AOE Esports, so stay tuned for more there.
Beautiful. And then Otto, aka Yay.
I am JRobin7X on Twitch. I'm as of right now, I'm mostly just playing Destiny 2. But as soon as Elden Ring comes out, I'm probably going to fully switch and never play another game again in my life.
Good call. Good call. And then last but not least, we have Donnie.
I'm Donnie. And I also haven't really been streaming lately. I've been a little bit busy, but, you know, one of these days I'll get back into it. Still trudging along Pathfinder Kingmaker. Do you want me to plug the podcast while I'm here?
Absolutely. It's like we've done this before.
It's been once or twice. Maybe 23 times if you count the bonus episodes. 22 times? Whatever. You can catch the podcast edition of We Run the Stars at iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. So check us out.
Absolutely. And this will be uploaded on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where myself and maybe someone from the cast will come in and talk about the shenanigans that's taking place when we do the premiere. So make sure you guys come check that out. It's been a lot of fun to hang out there. Also, I've been uploading some Phasmophobia content, as well as some Tarkov content coming out to the YouTube over at youtube.com/jbrews11. So make sure you check that out. If you're not subbed already, go ahead and do it. Down below, we are still raising money for Extra Life. Last Saturday, we did do the Extra Life 24-hour stream, but that is going till the remainder of the year. So if that is something you're able to do, please feel free to go down below, hit that donate button. 100% of the proceeds go straight to Extra Life and helping Riley Children's Hospital. But yeah, guys, thank you guys again for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. We will see you guys next week, I think. That's not Thanksgiving, right? No, that's not.
No, still good.
So next week, we will see you guys for more We Run the Stars. And then stay tuned for in the Discord and stuff like that for updates for upcoming shows for like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. With the holidays coming up, might be a little wonky. But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.